Do you have marketable skill? You don't want to work with for a low pay. You are arrogant, you feel like you cannot do certain jobs because they have low pay. You are arrogant because you feel some jobs are beneath you. You are arrogant because you feel like if you do this job, like, ugh, I'm a graduate. How can I carry this? How can I do this? How can I earn 30,000 naira? And not knowing that you have to start somewhere. Now, this is not the video for that, but arrogance, feeling like, oh, I'm a graduate. I cannot do this. I cannot earn 50,000 naira. I cannot earn 30,000 naira. I'm a graduate, will make you jobless. So instead of you sitting down doing nothing, why not start with that job and then look for the one with bigger pay? And then if you find that when you move, but if you sit down, instead of you for you to earn that 30,000 or to earn that 50,000, I know that we are underpaid most of the times in Nigeria, because even the minimum wage right now is 70,000 naira. So, but you have to start somewhere. Like rather than the 50,000 naira that you don't want, it's better you start with that 50,000 naira and eventually get the one that is bigger than that. So if you're arrogant, there is high possibility, there is 99% chance that you're not going to get a job after graduating in Nigeria. Now, the second one is you are still under your parents' influence and they are the alpha and omega of deciding what you should do with your life, what job you should take, what job not to take. There's some parents that are very controlling of their children. And then after graduation, like you tell them that, oh, I found a job and it's um 50,000 naira per month or is 80,000 naira per month. And they're like, no, you can't do that. That you are a graduate. Why would you do a 50,000 naira job? No, only shisha, you will not work. But that I can number. So you find out that these parents are, instead of you to go out there, start something, get experience before you find a bigger job with a bigger pay, they will not stop you. Or sometimes it's even you get a job outside your locality, outside your place, your environment, and they're like, no, you not go to Lagos. So you not go to Lagos. If you cannot find job in Kano, if you cannot find job in Akwa Ibom, you not go to Lagos. You're not going to Lagos. You're not going to Abuja. No. So there's some parents that they are hindering, that they are stopping their children from doing certain job or from taking certain job or from going somewhere to do job. Some is even abroad. You find an opportunity to work abroad. I'm not saying illegal work or illegal travel, legal one, but they're like, no, you cannot leave Nigeria. No, you cannot. So in that type of situation, if you're that type of graduate, you end up not finding job easily if you eventually graduate. Now, the third thing is you do not study a profession, you do not study a course that is high demand or a profession that is in high demand or a professional course. Now, if you're a doctor, if you finish as a doctor, if you're a lawyer, if you are maybe medical lab tech and all that, all this big profession, sometimes even if you do not get job from government facilities, you find NGOs or private organizations that will employ you, private hospitals employ doctors. And even if it is going abroad, it's more easier than if you study another profession. Now you could do private practice and all that. So, but if your course is, let's say, botany, or let's say, which other course? Let's say you study legal course, maybe psychology, not really psychology, but one course that is like is not in high demand, and maybe we don't have the facilities, or we don't have the big industries that you need to work. It will also stop you from, because yeah, let's face it, still people value, organizations value certificates in Nigeria. So you'll be like, oh, I study botany or I study microbiology and I don't know where to work. Now, this is also an issue. Now, even if you study a particular course, if you are in a place where they don't have industries or they don't have companies, you also struggle. Let's say if you study microbiology now and you're staying in Gombe or you're staying in Bauchi or you're staying in let's say Ebonyi, like it's kind of too the chances of you getting a job there is very very low compared to if you are in places like, let's say, Lagos or Port Harcourt. So it also affects your rate of finding a job after graduation. Now, the shocking thing is the idea of thinking that your village people are after you, your village people are stopping you from getting job. So if you are someone who believe in diabolical things, in juju, in all that, in village people stuff, if you do not get a job, you start thinking that it is one witch from your village that is stopping you from not getting a job. And it's because you are the devil, you are the lazy person, you are the village people yourself, you are the village. Gang, 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 you are the village that is stopping yourself from getting job because you are lazy. You're not doing the right thing to get a job. You're not doing what you're supposed to do to get job. Now, another issue is, do you have marketable skill? This is say that, oh, in school they did not teach us this, they did not teach us. Did they teach you how to operate TikTok in university? They don't. But you know how to operate TikTok. Now, so if you study as another thing and you realize that, oh, you need a additional skill, go and learn it. Go and learn it yourself. There is no excuse that they do not teach us this in school. They don't have you know, our curriculum in Nigeria. So you have to go outside your box and look for marketable skills. Now, marketable skills are soft skill, computer skills, all these things. Now, you you want to work in a very big company, but you don't even know how to operate Microsoft Office, how to even send email. You don't know how to do that. And then you are like, oh, I don't have job and blah 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 blah. Or I want to work in NMPC or FRIS or whatever big organization in Nigeria, but then you don't have any marketable skill. So that is where marketable skill will help you find job faster than even your certificate. So sometimes you realize that, oh, you do not, maybe you do not even have the course. You do not study the course that will fit that thing, but you have skills that will match that thing. For example, you do not study computer science in university. Maybe you do microbiology, but you're very good with computer. You can code. You can do a lot of things with computer. Definitely, they're going to hire you. Definitely, you find job because you have that marketable skill. You have the skill they are needing. They want, not really the certificate. You know that there are some people that they study computer science but they don't know anything about computer. That's so funny. Now, another issue is you have the mindset of get rich quick. You want to get rich, you want to blow. You're just finishing school, you are just graduating, but you want to blow. You want to blow, you want to make it fast, 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 fast while doing nothing. Now, if you have this particular mindset, that is where instead of you to look for legit ways to make money, you will now be looking for, is it crypto? Crypto. I want to do crypto. I want to do all this tap thing. Mining. Oh, I want to do bet Niger, all this betting and all that, because you want to make money fast without actually doing the necessary work, or without calming down that, oh, I need to do this, or giving yourself time frame. Oh, I need to be rich before I reach 30. I used to have that thought too. I need to be rich before 25. I need to be, oh, if I finish university like this in 2 years, I don't blow, I don't hammer, I don't. So if you are having that get rich quick, it will take you into like doing things that will not necessarily make you to get a job or even to be successful at anything. You just be, you are there, you are here, you are nothing, you are doing nothing. Now, another reason is you refuse to move out of your locality. You refuse to move out of your environment. Sometimes what is stopping you from getting a job is because you are stuck in a particular place. You realize that you want to have a job, or you want to get a job in so organizations, and in your state or in your local government you don't have those organizations, and then you refuse to move to places where they have those organizations to seek those jobs. You are in Meduguri and you want a job in Lagos to find you in Meduguri. Sometimes you need to move, even though we are in an internet age where you can apply everything online and do. But sometimes you need to move to that particular for opportunities to come to you, for you to get closer to big opportunities, especially if you are a guy where you don't have certain restraints or certain limits about where you go and how you do about your life. Um, so you need to move. If you are in Abakaliki in one local government, or if you are in Oshun, or let's say Ilorin in one remote village, sometimes it doesn't even need to go to a big city. Maybe it's your capital. Maybe you are in one remote village in Bauchi, you need to enter Bauchi. Or if you are in one remote village in Kano, you need to enter Kano Municipal for you to have opportunity. So you have to be ready to move out of your locality. Just like sometimes you go outside your state to study, maybe you are from Anambra and you come to Jos to study. So just as you make that sacrifice to go to another locality to study, also have at the back of your mind that you can also move somewhere so that you get a job faster. So for people who like, oh, I don't want to leave this state, or I don't want to leave my village, stay there. There's possibility that you will not get that job. Another reason is you believe in grace. Fasting and prayer without doing nothing. Fasting and prayer without doing anything. You do not have any marketable skill. You do not have you're staying in a village, and then all the time you are in the mosque, all the time you are in the church, you are praying, you are fasting for a job. How can job locate you? Even God said you should like work. You should find work yourself. You should not camp into fasting and prayer. I'm not saying that you should not fast or pray. Oh, I do fast and pray, but that should be like, that should not be the main thing. That should not be the main thing that you hold on to. You are making those effort. You are applying, you are going for that interview, you are looking for connection, you are searching, you are learning marketable skills, and then you are aiding it with prayer. You are aiding it. Prayer should be like sandwich in between your efforts. You go to that interview, you now sandwich it with prayer. You apply for that job, prayer. But you don't like, oh, prayer, 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 prayer. No, you don't do that. That is a recipe for you not to get a job. So do make that effort. Go to places, learn things, apply to that thing, go to that interview, and then add the prayer and fasting that you want to add. But relying on grace, or one man, or one preacher, or one priest, or one malam said that, oh, he has seen it in his vision that this and that, you get a job, while you are sleeping in your village. Now what for you? Now the last point is you graduated with a very poor result. Nah, we're in Nigeria. Still, people with good results have upper hand than you that graduated poorly. I'm not saying that if you graduated with a pass or with a poor result, you're not going to get a job. But if they are looking for, if they are picking people, if you are 100, they will always look for people that have good grace before they will even consider you, except if you have connection, or except if you have marketable skills that will complement that your low grade certificate. Now, I hope you pick something from this video, and if you do, please drop a comment. If you also know another reason that will stop graduates in Nigeria from getting a job, you can share it in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. See you on the next one. Bye bye.